Coming up, Finland is set to become the newest member of NATO today, doubling NATO's presence along Russia's borders. And it's election day in Chicago as two Democratic candidates are in a runoff for Chicago mayor. The Daily Rundown starts now. This is Straight Arrow News, bringing you unbiased, straight facts. I'm Kara Rucker. Happening today, Finland will become an official member of NATO nearly a year after it first applied following Russia's invasion of Ukraine.
It just demonstrates that when President Putin had as a declared goal of the invasion of Ukraine to get less NATO. He wanted less NATO along his borders. He wanted to close NATO's door, no more NATO membership for any more countries in Europe. He's getting exactly the opposite.
NATO's border with Russia will now double with the addition of Finland, though the world's biggest security alliance says it has no plans to send additional troops there. The Finnish flag is set to be raised at NATO headquarters in Brussels at a ceremony today, Finland becoming the 31st NATO member. Former President Donald Trump is expected to face an arraignment on criminal charges in New York City today. The judge handling the arraignment ruled last night a handful of photographers will be allowed in the courtroom to take still pictures, but no video will be taken. Trump will first go to the Manhattan courthouse for fingerprinting and processing. Then this afternoon, he's expected to stand before the judge and plead not guilty to any charges related to hush money payments. Trump is expected to travel back to his Mar-a-Lago residence in Florida, where he plans to give a speech later tonight. Today, voters in Chicago will decide who their next city mayor will be. The runoff election between Cook County Commissioner Brandon Johnson and former Chicago Public Schools CEO Paul Vallis comes after no candidate received the majority of the votes in February. The initial election ousted incumbent Mayor Lori Lightfoot. In the 6-week run-up to today, Vallis and Johnson have debated issues from crime to education, both Democrats, but with different political approaches.
I'm getting broad support from the business community because they've been decimated because of high crime. They've been decimated because of escalating taxes.
We do what works, and that's investing in young people. There's a direct correlation between hiring young people and violence reduction. And so these are the preventative measures that I am taking as mayor of the Chicago.
Johnson represents the progressive left, while Vallis is part of the moderate wing of the party. Polls will close at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Voters in Wisconsin head to the polls today for a crucial state Supreme Court election. The race is nonpartisan, but Republican organizations are backing Dan Kelly, while Democratic ones are supporting Janet Protasiewicz. Democrats are hoping to flip the court's balance for the first time in 15 years. Abortion rights has been the biggest focus of the race.
A really major issue that's at stake in this election is gerrymandering. Wisconsin has one of the most extreme gerrymandering systems in the country, and it's a very extreme pro-Republican gerrymander. If Protasiewicz is elected, it is expected, and again, I think correctly, that the new court will strike down the existing gerrymander.
China has warned House Speaker Kevin McCarthy not to, quote, repeat disastrous past mistakes by meeting with Taiwanese President Tsai Ing-wen this week, saying it would undermine regional peace and stability and worsen U.S.-China relations. The Taiwanese government dismissed criticism of the planned meeting, which it confirmed would take place in California on Wednesday. Tsai's transit through the United States has fueled new threats from Beijing as relations between the world's two largest economies spiral.
Well, I knew we've dominated the whole tournament, and tonight, I knew the same thing was going to happen, and that's exactly what happened. We just dominated from the start to finish.
How does it feel as a student to be experiencing this?
It feels so amazing. This is my first basketball game ever, and it was awesome.
UConn men's basketball are national champions after their victory over San Diego State. The final score was 76-59. It is the 5th national title for the University of Connecticut and the first since 2014. The team dominated in the tournament, winning each game by double digits. Husky fans celebrated big at a watch party at their home stadium, coming in as a 4th seed and coming out on top. Thanks for watching the Daily Rundown. We're on a mission to bring back trustworthy journalism by serving only you, not an agenda. Be sure to check out more of our work at straightarrownews.com. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Until then, I'm Kara Rucker. Have a great day.